Welcome back, guys. We're TrustedShoppingGuide.com, and today we are in the home. The best streaming hardware allow users to get rid of all the cables and get straight to their favorite shows. They also not only provide you content via popular streaming platforms such as HBO Max and Netflix, but also niche services such as Shudder and Criterion Channel, which not all TVs have access to. Today, we'll share with you our top picks for the best streaming hardware that money can buy. To help you further, there are timestamps and direct links to all the products in the description below. Be sure to visit our website at TrustedShoppingGuide.com for more of our research in the home, or alternatively, subscribe to this channel for regular updates. The 8th streaming hardware in our list is the Roku Ultra, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 5-batch rating. With its sleek new form and squared-off corners, the Roku Ultra measures in at a compact 1 by 5 by 4.9 inches. Starting with the connections, there are HDMI, USB, and Ethernet plug on the back, as well as a connector for a power adapter. This means that you'll never run out of space to connect all of your usual peripherals. Aside from this, it is compact, easy to use, and fits under a TV or inside a media center cabinet, which is extremely useful for people that don't have a lot of space in their living room. It's also worth noting that the Roku Ultra supports Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple HomeKit, so you might not even need to use the remote or the hands-free control capabilities of the Voice Remote Pro if you already own a smart speaker that's compatible with a streaming device. On the less positive side of things, the Roku Ultra still doesn't have the Twitch app, which might not make it a suitable streaming device for gamers and video game streamer fans. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this too people who want an affordable streaming device that has all the bells and whistles of a modern streaming hardware. The 7th streaming hardware in our list is the all-new Fire TV Cube, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 5-batch rating. Thanks to its hands-free Alexa voice control, the Amazon Fire TV Cube is still one of the most powerful media streamers available, and the 3rd-generation model now has Wi-Fi 6E and HDMI pass-through. The Wi-Fi 6E state-of-the-art technology and should last you a long time before you need to upgrade. Next, compared to other Fire TV stick remotes, the one that comes with this one is a bit more complicated. The volume rocker and mute button are located further down, joined by the channel rocker, the TV, settings, and recent content buttons. What we loved, however, are the specific streaming app buttons down below for Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video. One thing we have to mention about the Wi-Fi 6E feature, though, is that it doesn't necessarily offer video benefits, but it might come in handy in the future once hardware technology catches up. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this too individuals who want a streaming device that offers forward-thinking technology and innovation. The 6th streaming hardware in our list is the 2022 Apple TV, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 5-batch rating. Featuring the sure-handed design and quality materials that only Apple can provide, the latest iteration of the Apple TV easily deserves a spot in this list. The gadget is small enough to fit anywhere, even if you have just a tiny bit of space to spare in your room, and because it has a rubberized bottom, it won't slide around on otherwise slick surfaces. Its remote is also one of the best in the business, and it got even better this year with a much appreciated switch to the more universal USB-C port. Thanks to the A15 Bionic processor, which is the same chip the iPhone 13 uses, the Apple TV can now support HDR10+. This means you can expect to see better colors in supported content, and it'll also provide you with a lot of wiggle room in terms of future-proofing your entertainment hub. Now, it does have drawbacks such as its steep price tag. Nevertheless, it is more than worth your money with its Apple trademark innovation. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this too people who are already inside some sort of Apple ecosystem. Whether you have an iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook, or any other Apple product, this will definitely make your experience that much better. The 5th streaming hardware in our list is the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 5-batch rating. At first glance, the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro is an attractive and compact device. One unit is around the size of 2 Kindle e-readers piled on top of one another and is shaped like a thin wedge with some angular indentations. It has 16 gigabytes of storage and 3 gigabytes of RAM, offering you a lot of power inside its small package. The 2 USB connections also make it simple to connect wired controllers, keyboards, and mice, as well as external storage. What makes this device stand out, though, is the Tegra X1 Plus CPU. It is extremely strong and energy efficient, with a performance improvement of 25% over the Tegra X1 from the previous model. This means you'll have faster and snappier response times when browsing between shows and movies. On another note, some customers mentioned that the user interface was not as intuitive as other streaming hardware, so we suggest keeping that in mind before purchasing this. The trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this to users who love a powerful machine packed inside the smallest package possible. The fourth streaming hardware on our list is the Alexa Voice Remote Pro for the Fire TV, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 4-badge rating. Compatible with any recent Fire TV device, the Alexa Voice Remote Pro includes a remote locate feature, 2 shortcut buttons, and a button for pairing headphones. It resembles the basic Fire TV remote in terms of appearance and feel, but with a bit more refinement. As with all Amazon Fire TV video streamers and smart TVs, this remote comes with built-in Alexa voice support that not only lets you operate your TV, but also acts as the Alexa voice assistant by speaking into the microphone on the remote and hitting the Alexa button. Without a doubt, this device's namesake is true to the point and delivers enjoyable hands-free operation. Now, one thing we have to mention about this throw pillow is that it requires you to press the Alexa button to access the voice assistant, which is a big missed opportunity for hands-free capabilities. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this to individuals who want to streamline their streaming experience by large margin without having to invest in a new streaming device exactly. The third streaming hardware in our list is the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 4-badge rating. The Fire TV Stick 4K Max is a simple, black rectangular stick with an HDMI port protruding from one end. From this description, you'd probably think this device is just a remote. However, it's a full-fledged piece of streaming hardware in its own right. Measuring only 3.9 by 1.2 by 0.6 inches, this streaming hardware is probably the most compact device you're going to find on this list. It has no extra connections, indicator lights, or controls, which might seem like a downside, but it's not. This no-nonsense streaming hardware does away with all the frills of other devices and instead focuses on the most important thing: streaming shows for your convenience. A more modern USB-C port would have been good because it's easier to plug in, but the micro USB connector is fine on its own for now. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this to people who have cramped spaces or tables for their TV setup. For this reason, the Fire TV Stick's lightweight form factor will definitely serve them well. The second streaming hardware in our list is the Chromecast with Google TV, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 4-badge rating. The Chromecast with Google TV HD has all of the same capabilities as any 4K streaming hardware device, but it has an exceptionally functional, beautiful, and user-friendly design and user interface that you are sure to love. With the help of its simple, compact remote, you can cast images, videos, and Google Meet video chats from your phone to your TV with relative ease. And for environmentally conscious people, you'll be glad to hear that according to Google, the Chromecast uses 49% recycled plastic in its materials. Now, one thing we notice about this streaming hardware is that search results can be wonky. Nevertheless, this can be fixed with software updates in the future. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this to Google users who want the most streamlined experience for all their Google devices and accounts. The best streaming hardware in our list is the NVIDIA Shield Android TV, which TrustedShoppingGuide.com has awarded a 4-badge rating. With its all-black design that minimalists are sure to love, the NVIDIA Shield Android TV is a sleek-looking unit that'll accentuate your living room's modern vibe. You can stream top-tier PC games from your personal library, along with fast-loading 4K HDR content of your favorite movies and shows. The ambitious AI upscaling for 1080p video also allows you to take full HD content and blow it up to 4K in all its pixel-dense glory. Best of all, the Android TV OS is very user-friendly and supports smart homes and digital assistants, in addition to offering thousands of apps. As far as downsides go, the steep price tag does make it hard to justify such an investment in a streaming hardware. However, given its numerous content-enhancing features, it's hard to say no to purchasing this device. The Trusted Shopping Guide team recommends this to people who want to invest in something feature-rich, modern, and future-proof. And there you have it, folks. Our best streaming hardware, which got our team at TrustedShoppingGuide.com excited this year. If you have any contenders for a next streaming hardware roundup that you would like our team to test, do drop them in the comment section below and we'll be sure to assess them for a next update. If you like this video and it helps you in any way, please do give it a like and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay connected and updated with all of our research into everything that makes our home great. We look forward to seeing you at TrustedShoppingGuide.com again soon.